Yes, respected dear youngsters, welcome one more day. Good that we are spending time together in study of Bhagavad Gita and getting the ideas from it. And I'm sure out of 10, 20 ideas, at least one must be clicking to you and you may feel importance and usefulness in that. Then practice it and get benefit out of it. In this way, being regular in our listening, learning, updating ourselves, and from the learning things, keep on improving ourselves and practicing is the only way for us to grow in life. And as a human beings, we are born only to grow, only to evolve in our life day in and day out. In that efforts to evolve with wisdom alone lies all our achievements and successes, outer or inner. If you are lazy in being regular to satsanga, if you are lazy in increasing or updating your knowledge, then your performance in the world also will be like that only, not fetching any of the successes and charms. Choice is yours. Later on, after 20 years, you can't blame the God or even the world that I have not achieved anything, I am useless. We'll be scolded more than others because we are given the knowledge of Gita regularly. Occasion and opportunity was provided more to us than anybody. So, in spite of all this, if we have not used and grown, who else can do what? At the most, Bhagavan will give some more opportunities. That's it. If same opportunities come and same thing we have to do, why not to do now itself of coming regularly, listening, learning, noting, implementing, and going on growing in life. So be wise in this regard. Don't leave any stone unturned, either of learning or understanding or practicing. Maybe that way, each individual becomes such a strong brick to build the world of humanity for a strong construction of asset and liability to everyone. You can take it as an opportunity or a challenge, but keep doing it. So, welcome today to let us have our three sessions of Bhagavad Gita and common sense thought, as well as our Kashi Vishwanath Ashtakam, of which we have seen one, two, three shlokas. Fourth one we'll see today. One sec. Om. 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gururdevo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Today's shloka, I will teach you the Navagraha Suktam. It's in Veda Mantra. Also, I will teach you the meaning of it little later on. Today being Sunday, Lord Surya related mantra, the first of the one we will chant. Om. ओम अथ नवग्रह सूक्तांतर्गत आदित्य परमात्मनः संबंधि मंत्रम ओम आसत्येन रजसा वर्तमानो निवेशयन्नमृतं मर्त्यञ्च हिरण्ययेन सविता रथेन देवो याति भुवना विपश्यन् अग्निं धूतं वृणीमहे होतारं विश्ववेदसम् अस्य यज्ञस्य सुक्रतुम् येषामीशे पशुपते पशूनां चतुष्पदामुत च द्विपदाम् निष्क्रियतोऽयं यज्ञियं भागमेतुरायस्पोषा यजमानस्य सन्तो ओमधिदेवता प्रत्यधिदेवता सहिताय आदित्याय नमः. This chanting learning as well as the meaning of it I'll teach you after some days when we do some more stotrams. So today we did our regular shloka chanting, then Aditya Sambandhi Navagraha Sukta mantra we chanted. Come to our first topic of the day, that is Bhagavad Gita. And what we are doing from last 15-20 days is the knowing of Bhagwan's glory, knowing of the technique to do the upasana or bhajana of the God, knowing the benefits and results of that. And as a part of that, in what form the Lord we have to know in this world and do the Vibhuti Upasana. So, what is a Vibhuti Upasana? As simple as the Lord alone is there in this form, in this form, in this form. Go on practicing in our heart. Which form? That's what are the Vibhutis. Around 70, 72 Bhagavan told. In the practice of them, when we start accepting Bhagavan's presence, specifically in these things to begin with, when we master it, thereafter expand that exercise to everything in this the world. Like among all nadis, I am Ganga. So first you do the Srota Samahi Jahnavi. Later on, slowly add one more river. Yamuna also Bhagwan Sarupa, Saraswati also Bhagwan Sarupa. In that way, one by one nadi, not only in Bharata Mata, everywhere in all the roop of the nadi is Bhagwan only. So what will happen with it? Nadi is there. We are using it for all various purposes. Yet in our heart, it is divine. This thought, because it is developed, our respect and reverence for the river grows. Therefore, we don't spoil the river. So too, our mind will be divinized whenever we see the river. The main purpose is what? Of all the Vibhuti practice through our sense organs. Whatever we see up to the mind level, but by intellect or by practice, we have to know that all of that is the expression, Vibhuti of Bhagavan only. Thereafter, which Bhagavan's expression all these? To that question, we will be set into contemplation, as was said already by 7th chapter, 9th chapter, Maya Tatavidama Etam Vibhutim Yogam. In so many shlokas, we are told how to meditate on the truth and substratum. When we do that, we will discover which is the God whose manifestations are all these. Then there will be 2-3 more steps for the highest Vedanta, where that true self is said to be unchangeable, unmodifiable, unborn, undying. If it is unborn, undying, unmodifiable, unchangeable, then how come this world is there on me? Therefore, the world is only not real projection. Therefore, when it's projection, it's better to reject it and discover the self and abide in that. So, this will be the higher Vedanta will be taught later on. All the Rishi Muni Guru who have experienced the Paramatma as he is, they have reached to that level. Thereafter, again, in the manifestation time, they see everything as we see, but with a difference between them and us is, for us the world is real, for them the world is real as the expression of that God. Like for you and me, the table and chair and doors and windows are real. For a carpenter also, the table and chair and door and windows are real with a difference. The difference is what? We stop at the chair, table, window, door level, but he says all of them are vibhuti of wood. Again, it's a vibhuti of the wood are the chairs, tables, all the doors and windows and all the wooden things. Same way, the Lord is the substratum for the whole world. All are his own vibhutis. First to get fixed in this knowledge. If possible, meditate and experience that God as your own self. Thereafter, you play the game in the world with the multiplicity, with the variety of names, forms, relations. ये सब drama है, ये सब खेल है. खेलो. Isn't it like one unit of cinema actors? So they are all one unit, but they conceive a movie, then each one takes up one role and plays. While playing the role, they appear to be different. कोई hero है, कोई villain है. But otherwise, the whole team is one only, no? So here a team of many, but in the self, there is no team, it is only one God. One God only in the many characters he is playing. Let us establish in this wisdom. To reach to that level, the first thing is we have to remove the bad attitude towards the world. How to do that? By replacing it by the good attitude. How can the good attitude can be done? Only when we see the whole world as expression of God. Is that a jhut or such? It's 100% such. Why? Because Bhagwan told this. Second is ultimately everything is Bhagwan. They were doing everything as Bhagwan. That Vibhuti Upasana is perfect, correct, and required and needful only. It is not imperfect or wrong or needless. Therefore, have no doubt at all in doing Vibhuti Upasana. That is the idea. Clear? So many of the things we have seen. Yesterday we saw the 36th. Now we will see again the 36th as well as 37 only. Then we have 38. That concludes the Vibhuti list. 39, 40, 41, 42 are just Bhagavan says the summary. So let us do the two mantras of 36 and 37. 36 I have done yesterday, I remember. Again we will do 37 is the most interesting, beautiful one. मजा आएगा वो सुनकर. So let us start. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Shrimad Bhagavad Gita अथ दशमोऽध्यायः विभूति योगः श्री भगवानुवाच षट्त्रिंशः सप्तत्रिंशौ श्लोकौ 36-37 श्री भगवानुवाच द्यूतं चलयतामस्मि तेजस्तेजस्विनामहं जयोऽस्मि व्यवसायोऽस्मि सत्वं सत्त्ववतामहं द्यूतं चलयतामस्मि तेजस्तेजस्विनामहं जयोऽस्मि व्यवसायोऽस्मि सत्वं सत्त्ववतामहं द्यूतं चलयतामस्मि तेजस्तेजस्विनामहं जयोऽस्मि व्यवसायोऽस्मि सत्वं सत्त्ववतामहं वृष्णीनां वासुदेवोऽस्मि पाण्डवानां धनञ्जयः मुनीनामप्यहं व्यासः कवीनामुशना कविः वृष्णीनां वासुदेवोऽस्मि पाण्डवानां धनञ्जयः मुनीनामप्यहं व्यासः कवीनामुशना कविः वृष्णीनां वासुदेवोऽस्मि पाण्डवानां धनञ्जयः मुनीनामप्यहं व्यासः कवीनामुशना कविः वृष्णीनां वासुदेवोऽस्मि पाण्डवानां धनञ्जयः मुनीनामप्यहं व्यासः कवीनामुशना कविः. Beautiful are these two shlokas. So Vibhutis of the Lord, भगवान कह के छोड़ देते हैं. आप करोगे प्रैक्टिस ना तुम्हारे हाथ में है. कर करके सब भगवान का रूप है. Into this bhavana we have to come. So that there is nothing other than God. Therefore, everything is respectful, worthy, worship worthy in this world. So therefore, change your attitude to the world. World also will love you. Your mind also becomes purified. You become qualified for further meditation to know the God actually. And He will be you only, the same self everywhere. Beautiful are these things. पता करके देखो इसको, पाकर देखो कितना जाएगा. But go through the all practices. Okay. Now, yesterday we saw again we are saying Dyutam Chalayatam Asmi. Okay. In all the Chala Kapat से चलने वाले क्रीडाओं में द्यूत क्रीडा I am. Okay. So, Dyutam Chalayatam Asmi. Means what? Through that Chala Kapata, somebody wants to take the wealth of others. No, in that the Dyuta Krida is one thing. Dyuta from that only जुआ खेलना वगैरह वो बोलते हैं. Now in that form why the God is there? So that those who are interested to do the chala kapata say earning the money. But that should not be correct, no? Yeah, to teach them that that should not be correct, I make them do it. When they do it, I'll punish them. Through the punishment, they will know that it should not be done. Because दे आर नॉट अ बात बोलने से मानने वाले, दे आर द लातों का भूत, इसलिए वो बात से मन नहीं मानते हैं, उनको लात लगना ही पड़ेगा. You understand why Bhagavan kept the Dyutam there? For some people whose minds are there, no, they want to go through that, go through and learn. Many people or some people learn from others' experiences. Some want themselves to know. तो भगवान ने कहा, ठीक है बेटा, छल तो नहीं करना चाहिए. मैं करके देखना चाहता हूँ. और कर लो फिर द्यूत के द्वारा. किया, then you are punished. But why are you punishing? Because द्यूतम is there. If you do, you get punished only. Don't ask me that why didn't you tell me in the beginning? I told you earlier only. You have not heard. Therefore, you practiced Chalayatam in that Dyutam. I had to kick you. I kicked you. Now you learn? Yeah. What have you learned? Even though God is the Dyuta Krida in the Chalayatam, that doesn't mean that we must practice it. Yeah? Even though the Lord is there in the form of poison in the poison bottle, that doesn't mean that we have to drink it. Even though the Lord is like a valley, very low, looking from the top of the mountain, doesn't mean that you should jump it into it. Even though the Lord is like ocean, it does not mean that you have to drown in it. Even though there are poisonous plants are there like Chuimui, doesn't mean that you have to take that touch me not tree and rub it to your body. You understood? Bhagavan is expressing that way doesn't mean everything you have to involve indulge in. इतना तो आप समझ लो. So I told you what is the Dyutam, and this is one Vibhuti of the Lord only for the Chalayatam people, but that doesn't mean that we have to practice. We should not. And don't encourage others also. And we told exhaustively yesterday that any method of shortcut to get anything of money, etc., doesn't stay with us long time. There should never be a shortcuts for anything. We have to only follow the right, correct way of a means for anything achieving in the world. Don't go by any shortcut methods of cheating, looting, plundering, etc. Shortcut methods nahi hona matlab don't imagine. Swamiji, then why in the country so many shortcut roads are made to reduce the distance between two towns? Are बेवकूफ, वो तो required है. By that the petrol is saved, travel time is saved. There is a need of the hour. Don't imagine that shortcut and what I am telling are same. The shortcut methods are the what you call unusual, unscientific, unशास्त्रीय methods of getting money or getting bhoga in the world. Like work hard and earn your money. Use your skills and do greater things, earn more money. What is the shortcut method? Looting, plundering, cheating others. They are shortcut. That is to be avoided. That's the meaning of द्यूतम को नहीं करना, चलयता को नहीं करना. So in the form of that, Bhagwan alone is there. And in the form of the sharpness of a sword, Bhagwan alone is there. That doesn't mean that you cut your hand or leg. Is it not? You have to be very careful. Being an intelligent youngster, from now only you must understand it. You have to be intelligent as well as smart. Intelligent to gain the knowledge, smart is to use it rightly. Else, अच्छा स्वामी ने कहा सब कुछ भगवान है तो पॉइजन भी भगवान है, चलो पी लेता हूँ. Then you are the first one to reach Bhagwan, and then don't take my name. Dyutam chaletam asmi. Okay. This thing came 7th chapter में also, I think. एक बार देखो, मुझे लग रहा है आया पहले भी. नीति रश्मि जिगीषिताम. Anyway, then second is Tejah Tejasvinamaham. Okay. Dyutam Chalayatam Asmi. Then Tejah Tejasvinam. The splendor in all the splendid is me. Okay. So in the Jantus, the Tejas of the elephant in its gait, the Tejas of lion and tiger in their attack, the Tejas of the peacock in its own beautiful dance, the Tejas of cuckoo's coil, that voice beautiful. Each one has their own Tejas. These are all about the animals. The birds are birds and animals. So to the plants, trees have their own Tejas. Is it not? The tulsi ka tejas is different. Mango ka tejas is different. Cactus ka tejas is different. In that tejas is me only. So to the other natural things, the tejas of Surya, tejas of Chandra, tejas of the river, tejas of the ocean, tejas of the mountain, in the human beings also. Every professional has his own tejas. Is it not? The tejas of doctor, tejas of lawyer, they're all different, beautiful, they're required in the world. A politician's tejas, a cinema actor's tejas, a sports person's tejas, a poet's tejas, an artist, a craftsman. You beautiful, no? In every tejasvi, the teja is me. So too in the faculty, the tejas. The eye stages of ability to see, the mouth stages of ability to talk, and then the ear stages of listening. They're all tejas only. It is me. Tejasvinam teja aham. So the teja is the power, the resplendency, the special quality, the ability to withstand, the ability to influence. They're called as teja. Little specifically बताएं, able to talk is different from able to talk influentially. That influential way of talking about tejas. Like सब बोलते हैं लेकिन जिसके बोलने से लोग मानते हैं, that is called tejas. सब करते हैं but जिसके करने से काम बनता है tejas. Everybody sings but the one who sings when everybody gets affected, that is tejas of him. Everybody plays cricket but the one who impresses others is its tejas. Tejasvinam aham tejaha. Everybody rules the country, but in his whose kingdom or ruling, whole country grows beautiful. That's called real tejas. Everybody drives the bus, but then in his who's driving, the passengers are safe and happy. Tejas. Yeah, flight. Many people are there pilots, but in who's piloting the flight without any jerks or any turbulences, the takeoff, the travel, the landing. Tejas. Is it not? Understood? Tejasvinamaham tejaha. Therefore, anybody in this world has any specific capacity, know that it is Bhagavan. Respect them, revere them. So, Dyutam Chalaitamasmi, the negative, Tejasvinamaham is a positive. If you see this, you know how many options you get every moment to see the God. Tejaha. See that our Indian four boys in the chess now, they are all under 20 only, but they have gone into the grandmasters category. ग्रैंड मास्टर्स किसी का अभी भाई वर्ल्ड चेस चैंपियनशिप का 2-3 दिन में एक कंपटीशन भी है द वर्ल्ड चैंपियन है ना इट्स अ तेजस हाउ ब्यूटीफुल इट इज इन सो मेनी अदर फील्ड्स आल्सो देखो अगर आप तेजस को भगवान के रूप में देखना है तो थाउजेंड्स ऑफ एग्जांपल्स इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू हाउ मेनी इंडियन आइडल्स यू सी द ग्रेट अदर परफॉर्मेंसेस सी don't get lost in the performance and its beauty or ugliness. Then you are an entertaining person, entertained person. You are not a spiritual person of Geetha. You have to see the tejas in them as divine. Then over. Your sadhana is over. So if this quality is there in you, while watching TV also you can do Vibhuti Upasana. A news reader, a news reporter, a cameraman. Everybody is tejas. A commentator. Wow. See the tejas of people 30-40 years back, cinema jo nikalne mein, how much of hardships they have to go through. Not like today the technology and so much developed graphics and studios. ऐसा नहीं था ना कितना मुश्किलात होता था उनको कितने takes. That's why one movie used to take 6 months, 1 year. Only that too when 8 hours per day, 10 12 hours per day, only for the days to dedicate. डायलॉग राइटर इज ऑन दैट वर्क गाना लिखने वाला म्यूजिक कंपोज करने वाला देन मेकअप करने वाला स्टेज सेट करने वाला देन रिहर्सल कराने वाला टेक्नीशियंस व्हाट ए वर्क ऑफ ईच वन टुगेदर for months worked a 3 hours movie used to come to entertain all of us because of their that hard work only Bhagavan creates the desire in us to see the movie so that they are rewarded with money and name and fame. So to a cricketer, for 8 hours per day, years together, he goes on doing practice. For that only, as a result, Bhagwan makes us see the match and they get the man of the matches and rewards. क्योंकि उन्होंने मेहनत किया. So to politician, From childhood, he wants to serve the nation and goes on working hard. Therefore, Bhagwan gives him power and makes all of us do Namaskar, Minister Saab. That's the reward for his hard work. That is called Teja in him. So तेजस को बढ़ाओ, हर एक चीज का अपना इंद्रिय का तेजस बढ़ाओ, मनोबुद्धि का तेजस बढ़ाओ, वर्कमैनशिप का तेजस बढ़ाओ, एबिलिटी टू टॉक का तेजस बढ़ाओ, नॉलेज का तेजस बढ़ाओ, डिवोशन का, वैल्यूज का. And whoever are having tejas, accept it as Bhagwan only. Just congratulate them, wish them for further journey. See the tejas of ISRO scientists. They have put Chandrayaan 3. Almost now 30 kilometer orbit में घूम रहा है वो. Tomorrow is one final slowing down and slow करते करते second 1.9 kilometers से landable speed they will brought, and on 23rd August evening 5:47 or 49 they will see that in the Dakshina Dhruva it will be made to land. Southern pole. Tejas? Good, no? Yes, Tejas. Oh, baki aap soch lo. Enjoy. See, when you listen to Geetha, how much of information, positive information comes to us, along with the knowledge to how to conduct in life, along with the divine Lord also expressing or entering into our heart or expressing from our heart. How beautiful it is. So, Dyutam Chalatamasmi Tejas Tejas Namaham. Now, three more. Jayosmi. Jetrunam. Okay? In all those who are becoming victorious, so in them the victory is me. Therefore, be victorious and invoke the God. You know? And the victory is two types. Putting effort is one victory. The result of that as actual victory is another victory. But the second victory depends on the first one. I am victorious in putting the efforts. Nobody can stop me from becoming really victorious. If not here, in some other place. Therefore, become victorious in your efforts. That's one thing. Then second, anybody is victorious in this world. पीछे बहुत मेहनत होता है उनका और उस रूप में भगवान ही है. Therefore, just acknowledge it as presence of the Lord. Jayos. I am Jaya Asmi. And always Jaya depends on the hard work and a lot of mehnat. Therefore, the second or the fourth of the Vibhuti in the shloka, Vyavasaya Asmi. For the victory, the cause called Vyavasaya or hard work, it is me only. So wherever the hard work is going on, recognize it is as God, it will be successful definitely. So too, the correct invocation of the God is to give us the ability to perform Vyavasaya so that the success can come to us. Okay, and who can do the Vyavasaya? Balam. Therefore, Sattvam कहते हैं उसको, Sattvatam Sattvam. Therefore, I am the strength. So, these three are independent. Strength in the strong, victory in the victorious, and the hard work in the hard working, I am. Three different Vibhutis. But connect karo. Unless you have Sattvam, you can't do Vyavasaya. Unless you do Vyavasaya, you can't be Jayaha. Is it not? Therefore, the one who is a devotee of God, he will get the strength and stamina. He will use that stamina for the correct goal and he becomes victorious. That is the result of this upasana of this vibhuti. So, in this world, whoever are strong, financially, position-wise, knowledge-wise, and performing in the world and getting success, understand that through them, Bhagavan only is working. Sometimes it is a small quantity, sometimes a big quantity. A municipal councillor, in his own ward, he has capacity to work hard and bring some successes. A prime minister for the whole country. Quantitatively, it's different, but in both of them, for the sattva, for the vyavasaya, for the jaya, the cause is Bhagavan only, or Bhagavan alone is expressing as those three things. How important is this vibhuti? Dekho. Jayosmi, Vyavasayosmi, Sattvam Ahamasmi, Sattvatam. See, by this practice, I've already discussed around 55 vibhutis, 58 of them. Almost everything is God. Chara, achara, chota, bada, सब भगवान के रूप है, ये हमारे मन में आ जाएगा. We are only browsing through, I am explaining, you are listening, after I forget, you forget. We are not doing the practice. है ना, राइट डाउन ऑल द विभूति, सुबह शाम दोपहर डेली 15-20 मिनट इस रूप में भगवान है. By heart it, then in the world actually also see that only as Bhagavan. For some years, then everything is Bhagavan. That bhavana should come in us. This is called Vibhuti Upasana. Not just listening. Not just talking. I talk to you, listen from me. It's not practice. It's not the result. करना पड़ता है विभूतियों का. हो गया? This is done. Now in the 37th sloka is most cute one. I love this one. While talking about his presence in the world, Bhagavan mentions the 4 interesting vibhutis of him. You will also love it. First one, Vrishni Nam Vasudevosmi. The Vrishni Vamsha. Vrishni is the name of one Raja who was prior to Lord Krishna. So, Lord Krishna is said to be in the Chandra Vamsha, and in the Chandra Vamsha, one Raja Yadu was there, therefore Yadu Vamsha, and in that only there is another king Vrishni, therefore Vrishni Vamsha is called as Varshneya. सो अमोंग दिस वार्ष्णेयास वृष्णि वंश के लोग में मैं कौन हूं? वृष्णि नाम वासुदेवोस्मि. I am this Vasudeva, the Vasudeva Putra, who is driving your chariot, who is your Paul, your friend, your well-wisher, the advisor to you, more importantly, the cousin to you now. And the maternal uncle's son, I am, you are my बुआ से लड़का. ये जो मैं बैठा हूं तुम्हारे सामने, ये वसुदेव पुत्र वासुदेव, this Vasudeva me is me among all Vrishni clan people. Therefore, be attentive. When Bhagavan is telling all these vibhutis, he is not telling the vibhutis remaining as Krishna. He is telling the vibhutis as from the Bhagavan, God standpoint. The real Lord, Narayana kaho unko, Ishwara kaho ya Parabrahma kaho. From that drushti he is saying, then only he says, among all the Vrishni Kula great kings, I am Vasudeva. This your friend who is standing there now talking to you on Geetha. Vasudeva Osmi. Okay? The one who is your friend, who is driving a chariot, your Paul, your advisor. So, therefore, that Krishna is a vibhuti of Parabrahma and Narayana. मिल गया हमको वृष्णि नाम वासुदेवोस्मि. Second is most interesting. He says, Pandavanam Dhananjaya. In Bhagavatam, he says, Pandavanam Yudhishthira. क्योंकि करना उपासना है. अदरवाइज युधिष्ठिर भी, अर्जुन भी, नकुल भी, सहदेव, भीम सब भगवान के एक्सप्रेशन है. Because without Bhagavan, minus Bhagavan, the pure conscious existence, where is Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadeva? रह नहीं सकते. So every inch of length, of breadth, of strength, of personality of Arjuna is expression of God only. Now ये सुनकर अर्जुन तो flabbergasted हो जाएगा. And this is the highest Vedanta. After listening this, now you inquire, who are you actually? You are a body, so the body belongs to Pancha Mahabhutas. Pancha Mahabhutas are expression of God only. So bodily you are God. So you are all sense organs. Sense organs are expression of the subtle Pancha Mahabhutas. They are also from the God. Antakarana is expression of the Samashti Ankara. That also belongs to the God. Therefore, your whole personality is God. Finally, who are you? An individual. What is individual? Reflection of the consciousness in the Aham thought. The Aham thought also belongs to God. The consciousness which is reflected also belongs to God. Therefore, which part of you are not God? Hey Arjuna, so slow. Therefore, every being in all his entire personality level is my own expression, and yet to begin with, among Pandavas, you consider me to be you only. Do the upasana. Pandavanam Dhananjaya. वाह बढ़िया है कि नहीं? तुम मैं हो तो फिर मैं कौन हूं? अरे मैं तू क्या, तू मैं तू मैं कर रहा है. दोनों एक ही है रे बाबा. Same Lord, one we are expressing as a charioteer, Krishna, and the owner of the chariot, Arjuna, and playing the play of the Yuddha, in which the Yuddha Bhumi is Krishna. All Kaurav Pandava, all Krishna. The arrows are Krishna, the horses are Krishna. The killer, killed, killing, everything is He only. Like a dream. Everything is my making mind. Like on a TV screen. Everything is TV screen only. The person, his eyes, ears, nose, body, dress he is wearing, the place he is running, the running, all of them are TV screen only. Is it not? On that everything is projected. So to on one God only all this scene is projected. But this we will know when you transcend your identity with this upadhi on the seat of meditation, which you will do later on once you complete your all jobs at your level of a youngster student, of settling in नौकरी, getting good money, taking care of family and parents. जब तुम खुद बड़े हो जाते हो 60 के बाद, तब जाकर ये सब ध्यान करके वो भगवान को तुम पा लेना. क्लियर? सो वृष्णि नाम वासुदेवस्मि पांडवानाम धनंजय. Third is very interesting. Muninam api aham vyasaha. Among all the munis who are having all the uh, knowledge about everything, मुनि वो मनन चिंतन करके हर एक चीज का ज्ञान को रखता है अपने पास. Someone who knows the knowledge of everything. Among all the muni, hundreds and thousands are there. Among them, aham vyasaha. I am the Vyasa. Muninam. Vyasa Muni is Bhagwan's vibhuti only, Bhagwan's expression only. So, among Vrishnikula, I am Vasudevaha. Among Pandavas, I am the Dhananjaya Arjuna. Among all the Muni, I am Vyasa. Now, देखो इससे एक बढ़िया बात पता चलती. So, who gave Gita? Krishna. Who heard Gita? Arjuna. Who wrote Gita? Vyasa. But who is Krishna? Lord. Who is Arjuna? Lord. Who is Vyasa? Lord. Therefore, why Gita is so powerful? Now you understood? The giver is Bhagwan. The listener is Bhagwan. The composer, writer also is Bhagwan. That is why in Gita, pura Bhagavad Shakti hai. That is why whoever sincerely studies and practices, he will get all the achievements and successes. इसलिए गीता की महिमा है कि भगवान ने कहा, सुना और लिखा भी. Vrishni Nam Vasudevasmi Pandanam Sanjaya Kane Muninam Vyasaha, all the three. Now last one, Kavinam Ushana Kavihi. So among all the Kavi means those who can see subtly that which is not seen by the gross visionaries. Among those Kavis, Ushana Kavihi. Ushana is Shukracharya, who is a Rakshasons ka guru, but he is a Brahmana. He is guru for the Rakshasa, doesn't mean he is a Rakshasa and bad. उनको भी कुछ पाठ सिखाने वाला होना चाहिए ना. Is it not? So that Shukracharya is me only. His job was to appointed to teach the Rakshasas. अब क्या करें? That was his position. So Shukracharya, the Ushana Kavi, among Kavis, I am. So the Devataon ka Guru, Brahaspati also me, already it came. And Rakshasons ka Guru, Shukracharya also is me. And this Vibhuti we have to practice. Don't listen and say, oh, अच्छा समझ में आया. So समझने की बात नहीं मेरे पुत्र. Practice करना है विभूतियों का. Anytime you remember Arjuna, you must know his expression of God. Anytime you remember this Vyasa, you must know his expression of God. Anytime you remember Krishna, you must know his expression of the God only. So in this way, today we have seen this. Tomorrow shloka will be the last one, mere khayal mein, 38, in which four vibhutis are told, with which vibhutis will be over. Then the essence or summary in 4 shlokas, Bhagavan will say, we'll see that also too slowly. If the 10th chapter is over, then we'll go to Vishwarupa Darshana. I'm so delighted to see one chapter we are studying. It is always available for you on the YouTube to listen to. Some of you can do this job of cutting or copying only the talk of Gita, which is 20-25 minutes, and make another folder so that only Gita jo sunna hai, sun sakte hai. Only those who want to listen common sense thought, they can listen. Only those who want to listen only the stotra, they can. And all three every day are available for anyone who are interested in threefold development or knowledge gaining. So thank you. We stop here. The 2 shlokas you have done. Dyutam chalayatam tejastejasvinamaham jayosmi vyavasayosmi sattvam sattvapatamaham Vrishninam Vasudevosmi Pandavanam Dhananjaya Muninamapyaham Vyasaha Kavinam Ushana Kavihi. These are today's Gita done. Now the common sense thought is very simple today. The mind's mischief of not at all trying to learn from all the sufferings which are caused by mistakes done inner and outer. This is the biggest mischief of mind. This in technical language called as pramada, inadvertence, repeatedly committing same mistakes even though we are suffering. So it is like a gada bhans only. No, to bhans gada. How many times you beat it, still it comes to graze the grass there. उसको 10 बार भी मारो आता है. So we are like animal only. If we are not learning from our own mistakes and sufferings that I should not do this. Some places we do at the grass levels, but that's not enough for our total change and evolution, no? So wherever we suffer in life, trace the cause of it. Some nonsense we have done it. Learn that thing, understand that thing, and never commit that mistake to stop suffer again. So let the intellect be brought into picture. Let the intellect question why I have suffered. Let it discover the cause of it. It is always doing some mischief of some wrong thing, some non-sanctioned thing done. The mistakes they are called. So then let the intellect become committed and stronger in commanding the mind not to commit that mistake. The one who learns from his mistakes, also from others' mistakes, and grows in life, he will grow very fast and very highly way, and he is real human being. But alas, हमारा क्या है ना, lot of greeds and some inner forces to indulge in the world makes us commit the mistake. The other day news, he murdered or somebody did. He was jailed and because good behavior, he was released. The same day when he was released, he committed the same mistake again. अब देखो, how many times we have overeaten, suffered, and again we do. Wrong food we ate, suffer, again we do. Fight with the people and suffer, again do the same thing. So we are not learning at all. Human life is only to learn. Therefore, the mind's mischief of committing the repeated mistakes and making us suffer continuously. Inadvertence, pramad कहते हैं उसको. Instead of that, bring the intellect, learn from it, and don't do the mistakes. What are the things we do because of we suffer? आप नोट कर लो अपने एक एक का अपना अपना होता है लिस्ट. I can't give you. It will be my list then, not yours. So suffering number 1, 2, 3 to 20. The reasons of it, this is one. To learn from it, don't do that negative. And one thing important here I have to say, for every suffering, the reason, don't blame it as the world. Then you are not spiritual at all. You are the cause for your own suffering. You understood? For happiness, we may give credit to others. But for suffering, you can't give credit to others. You are the ones. हाई भी है, मैं क्यों सफर कर रहा हूँ? क्योंकि मैं हूँ तो मैं सफर ही नहीं करता. So what is the first cause of suffering? Me only. Of me. So don't blame the world. You are the cause. So you change yourself and you should avoid all the causes of suffering, then there will be no suffering. So learn from mistakes, don't do them again and again. This way, evolve. That is our today's common sense thought to conquer the mind's mischief of habitually doing the errors and mistakes. Then you are a buffalo only. Only गधा भैंस बार बार गलतियां करता है. वो कुछ दिन के बाद कम से कम सीखेगा. हम नहीं. The other day somebody was saying, Swamiji, I was such a drunkard and all. My wife was so kind. She used to say this, that. Suddenly one day I must have realized I am what destroying only my life with this. Huh? Immediately I decided, and that day onward I stopped. Almost 2 years ago. Yeah, I neither take drink or anywhere. Even though avoid with friends, even I go, I may take one soft drink little bit. That's it. I to said there is namaskar hai Baba. Out of thousands and millions are people who learn from their mistake and change. Among that, the rare and toughest is if somebody is able to stop the habit of the drinking. Is such a great fellow. I told him my salutations to you. Keep it up, beta. I gave him some special gift also, wishes also. Because बुरे आदमी बनते quickly, but छूटते नहीं वो. I was looking at that fellow. My respect 100 times grew to him. 100 times. Because the rare specimen he is. He says, my wife is very happy. I'm very happy. Then they will get the children. Very young fellow. Children, they also will be good nose. नहीं तो दारू पी रहा है, रात को 11 आ रहा है, बीवी को मार रहा है, सबका हंगामा कर रहा है, घर में पैसे खर्च कर रहा है. What will be the impression he'll create in his children? How much their parents will suffer? How his brothers, sisters will suffer? How the neighbors? इन दिस वे द लाइफ में ना जो वीड रूपी नेगेटिविटीज है ना उसको वीड आउट करके गुड प्लांट्स हमको प्लांट करना है. ऑल द नेगेटिव वैल्यूज आर वीड्स, ऑल पॉजिटिव वैल्यूज आर द गुड प्लांट्स. तो वीड आउट द नेगेटिव, प्लांट द पॉजिटिव. कांट यू बी दिस farmer in your kshetra of the heart only, that you do this positive farming to yield good crop of successes and joys. Out of success, inner joy. Dekh lo. This is our common sense thought for the day. Think about it. Very simple, but very important for us to evolve. Otherwise, लटकते अटकते भटकते सटकते झटकते एक ही जगह रहते हुए दफा हम क्या बोले क्या कहते दस जाएंगे दफना जाएंगे हम. सोच लो, तुम्हारी मर्जी है, मैंने की है. आया समझ में गल? ठीक है. Now today's shloka is fourth one of our Kashi Vishwanatha Ashtakam. So beautiful. Every shloka's fourth line is common. Varanasi Pura Patim Vishwanatham Bhaja. So the Vyasa Bhagavan is telling to all those who have come to Kashi and those who have not come to Kashi, go and do the bhajana or bhakti of the Varanasi Purapati, that is Vishwanatha. Okay, Vishwanatham Bhaja. Who is he? Varanasi Purapati. And we are telling to our own mind intellect, oh mind, oh intellect, do the bhajana of Vishwanatha, who is the Pati of the Varanasi. He is a great, benevolent, kind God. He will bless us. So then in each of the mantras, his Rupa is described, Gunas are described, his Leelas are described, his Karuna is described. Some places Rupa. Okay. So today the fourth one. Sitamshu Shobhita Kirita Virajamanam. The Virajamanam means brightly, resplendently, like a king he is there. With what? With the Shobha. And what Shobha? Kirita Shobha. You know, when you put a Kirita, the Shobha is different, not helmet. What is the Kirita is having? Shita Amshu Shobhita Kirita. Shita means cool, Amshu means rays. Who gives the cool rays? Is moon. Therefore, cool rays giving moon is like a Kirita on your head, which is giving beauty to you. And in that way, you are seated. To such you, the Vishwanatha, my bhajana, my kirtana. So the Lord Shiva is cool-headed. That's why he can take even poison also without getting disturbed. He can stay in Himalayas, he can stay in Smashana, everywhere, but cool. The one who is cool, anywhere he can be victorious. The one who is hot-headed, everywhere he will succeed, miserable. कहते हैं ना, दिमाग को ठंडा रखना चाहिए, हाथ पैर को गर्म रखना चाहिए. हाथ पैर गर्म कैसे होंगे? वर्क वर्क वर्क. दिमाग ठंडा कब? प्रे प्रे प्रे. Think about it more. So Sitamshu Shobhita Kirita Virajamanam. Second, Bhalekshananala Vishoshita Panchamanam. Bhala means this forehead. Ikshana means the third eye. Vishoshita, the one who has burnt away and destroyed. Panchamanam, the five-arrowed Cupid. The Kamana Devata has got the five banas. Soshanam, Sammohanam. So five things are said. Some other day I'll tell you what are they. The Kama Deva, to his arrow, he has got his five arrows with which he just captures the minds of people. Means he makes the people kami, desirer. Same thing was done by the Kama Deva to disturb Lord Shiva's tapasya. What did he do? Vishoshita, he has burnt away the Panchabanam. The Panchabana से सबको अटैक करने वाले कामदेव को. कैसा? Bhala Ikshana Anala. Bhala means the place, the forehead. Ikshana is the eye. Anala means fire. So what is the fire? You know, there's a knowledge. With the fire of knowledge coming from the third eye, the one has burnt away the desire and discovered he is the bliss himself, to gain which everybody is desiring the things of the world. He is getting failure only, frustration only, creating more and more desires only, and never becoming happy. So that I am the source of happiness. To discover that, you have to burn the desires with the eye of wisdom. So that is the symbol here, Lord Shiva. Bhala Ikshana Anala Vishoshita Panchabanam. Varanasi Parvatim Bhaja Vishwanatha. Third one is Naga Adhipa Rachita Bhasura Karna Puram. Fourth is Naga Adhipa Rachita Bhasura Karna Puram. So Bhasura bright, Karna Puram is earrings. Rachita made out of Naga Adhipa, the snakes. Bhagwan Shiva has got in the entire body the snakes only as the ornaments. So one of the snake is the ornament to his ears. That is also Naga Adipa. Hmm. The king of the serpents is the earrings for him. नागाधिपा रचित भासुर कर्णपूरम ऐसे वाराणसी परते विश्वनाथम भज. ब्यूटीफुल श्लोकास है ना. चार बार सुनो तुम, फिर माइंड में पिक्चर बनाओ. स्टार्ट वर्शिपिंग शिवा, यू विल सी हिज प्रेजेंस, हिज ब्लेसिंग्स, how they modify you to become divine, effective, powerful, efficient, successful for yourself and the world. मजा आता है भाई डिवाइन ग्रेस इन्वोक करोगे. इट इज सो इन्फिनिट सोर्स. ये करना तुम लोग डेली. ये स्तोत्र पढ़ा रहे ना, उसका पूरा उपयोग करो. स्तोत्र भी, कॉमन सेंस थॉट आल्सो, इवन गीता नॉलेज, ऑल आर important. That's why Bhagavan is making me do all this for all of us. Please inform about all this to your friends. I have no other method of publicity. I only do my talk. So you are my mouthpiece. So if you like any of the talks, forward it to the friends and ask them to join. It's for you. I want nothing. अरे मैं बोल के जाता हूँ, सुनो सुनो नहीं सुनो मेरे को क्या लाना, ना लेना ना देना. आई एम इंस्ट्रूमेंट इन द हैंड्स ऑफ द लॉर्ड. आई एम पक्का इन इट. once in a while I tell you, so that you just feel that joy of listening, learning, and if you feel others also should know, you can just inform. No compulsion, you can do. Now let us chant this mantra 6 times. ओम श्री काशी विश्वनाथ अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक बोध सिद्ध्यर्थम पुराण इतिहासोक्त भगवत भागवत विश्वनाथ परमात्म दर्शनानुग्रह प्राप्त्यर्थम अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्म से वैदिक हमसे पुनरुत्थान ज्ञान व्याप्त्यर्थम ये भक्ताः अस्मिन् कर्म निष्ठाः तेषां दिग्विजयार्थम विशेषतः समस्त युवानां ये गीता कक्षायाम् आगच्छन्ति तेषां सर्वेषां सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थम तेषां हृदये मातापितृभक्ति, देशभक्ति, सनातन भक्ति, भगवत भक्ति, गुरु भक्ति प्राप्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यता प्राप्त्यर्थम श्री वेदव्यास महर्षि प्रणीत काशी विश्वनाथ अष्टक अंतर्गत श्लोकस्य जपं पारायणं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. चतुर्थ श्लोकः. ओम शीतां सुशोभित विराजमानं भाले क्षणानलविशोषित पंचबाणं नागाधिपारचित भासुरकर्णपूरं वाराणसीपुरपतिं भज विश्वनाथं. शीतां सुशोभित विराजमानं भाले क्षणानलविशोषित पंचबाणं नागाधिपारचित भासुरकर्णपूरं वाराणसीपुरपतिं भज विश्वनाथं. शीतां सुशोभित विराजमानं भाले क्षणानलविशोषित पंचबाणं नागाधिपारचित भासुरकर्णपूरं वाराणसीपुरपतिं भज विश्वनाथं. Friends, in your own heart, anyway, I told you the meaning, na? While meditating on the Lord Shiva with this meaning, try to listen. And you can download all these things from various sites. You first day when I start, you must understand that this will go on for 8 days because 8 shlokas are there. So download them and know the shloka. Then meaning you know from me, meditate on them. So Lord has got moon as a kirita. Then he has got the third eye, the wisdom. With that he has burnt the desire. He has got to the ears, the Nagadipa as the Karna Kundala. To that Lord Shiva, my salutations and pranams. O Lord, bless me. By the first thing, Shitam Shashobhita Kirita Virajamanam, let my mind or head be with all cool rays of love and wisdom spread all over the world. Second one, let me have the wisdom in my forehead with which I burn away all the desires. O Lord, bless me. Third one, to my ears, there with the kundalas of Nagadipa. In fact, generally, the snakes don't have the ears. Therefore, snake is poisonous. Therefore, don't have the ears to listen to those things which poisonize our hearts. So this is the lesson I have to learn from it. Oh Lord, bless me. In this way, sochte way, you have to chant this mantra. Mantra chanted, Lord Shiva is seen. Lord Shiva is seen in the form as it is explained in the mantra, and the meaning of that mantra as our own prayer to God. इतना करोगे तो बुद्धि भी शार्प हो जाएगा, मन भी एकाग्र प्रेम वाला हो जाएगा. Then you are chanting with the mouth also. The mouth has divinized. The Lord will listen it. He will bless us. How many benefits are there? Dekho beta. Please, my dear children, with faith, practice these things. Don't neglect. Don't laugh at it. Like the Nastikas, like the jealousy youngsters, or the misguided ones who are not born in a very spiritual family, as they do the nonsense. You don't do that. You are precious children. The mere fact that you are coming to listen to Gita says that you have a spark of divine. You have to make it a blazing fire through these practices, and in that burn away all your negativities, and in the same fire show the light to the whole world with your own growth. That's what I want. Start. Shitam Shushobhita Kirita Virajamanam Bhale Kshananala Vishoshita Panchabanam Nagadhiparachita Bhasura Karnapuram Varanasi Purapatim Bhaja Vishwanatham Shitam Shushobhita Kirita Virajamanam Bhale Kshananala Vishoshita Panchabanam नागाधिपारचितभासुरकर्णपूरं वाराणसीपुरपतिं भज विश्वनाथं शीतां शुशोभितकिरीटविराजमानं भाले क्षणानलविशोषितपञ्चबाणं नागाधिपारचितभासुरकर्णपूरं वाराणसीपुरपतिं भज विश्वनाथं. Friends, a Buddha Swami like me, if I can remember these mantras, you, the youngsters, dynamic, sharp, intellected, and all, very, very highly qualified, these generation's youngsters are. If you try with heart, do you think you can't learn all these beautiful things? And are they not the feathers to your cap in your outer worldly performances? These inner perfections, these inner beauties, inner tunings to the Lord through devotion? बोलो, सोच लो तुम्हारी मर्जी. एनी टाइम ऐसे बैठते ही तुरंत, हाँ, टुडे आई वांट टू मेडिटेट ऑन काशी विश्वनाथ. इमीडिएटली गंगा तरंग रमणीय जटाकलापम गौरी निरंतर विभूषित वाम भागम नारायण प्रेम रंग मदापहारम वाराणसी पर्वत मद विश्वनाथम वाचागम गोचर अनेक गुणस्वरूपम वागीश विष्णु सारा याद होना चाहिए. The moment said, I want to do the Balam Kundashtakam. Kararavindena Padaravindam Mukharavinde Viniveshayantam. Immediately the shloka, the meaning, the Lord for you meditation manager. How many things we have learned? Saraswati, Ya Kundendu Tushara Davana, Ya Shubravastranvita, Ya Veena Varadanda Mandidakara. In the eyes, the tears should come out of the devotion through that shloka, chanting and meditating. आपदाम परतारम दातारम सर्वसंदम श्री राम जी का मंत्र हनुमान चालीसा सिखाया, भज गोविंदम सिखाया आपको, लिंगाष्टकम ब्रह्म मुरारी सुरार्चित लिंगम निर्मल भासित शोभित लिंगम, महालक्ष्मी अष्टकम I taught you, नमस्ते स्तु महामाये श्रीपीठे सुरपूजिते शंख चक्र गदा हस्ते महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते. How many things we have learned? Wow. And so many mantras, more than 250. I taught before this series started individual mantras. How many? If you are not interested, not learning, कौन क्या करेगा? I want to teach you. Jatakata Sambrahma Brahmani Limpa Nirjari, the Shotano Stotram, Aigiri Nandini Nandita Medini Vishwavinodini Nandinute, Giridaravinda Sirodhivasani Vishnuvilasani Jishnunte, Bhagavati Esi Kanta Kutumbini Bhori Kutumbini Bhori Kute, Jay Jay He Vaishasramartini Ramyakavartini Sailasute. I want to teach you Kanakatara Stotram, Angam Hare Pulakabhushna Masrayante, Brunganga Neva Muklavaranam Tamalam, Ange Krutakala Vibhutirapanga Mangaladastu Mangala Devataya. I want to teach you the Venkatesh Suprabhatam. So many hundreds of them are there. अब सीखो सीखना है तो every day one shloka you have to by heart. That's it. अब देखो तुम्हारा मन इधर किधर क्यों भटकेगा? Why will it think the negative things? Why will it destroy itself and you? Unless you do positive, the negative will not go away. Unless the negatives go away, you can't stop your destruction. Unless you stop destruction, you can't be constructive. Thank you. This is our Kashi Vishwanatha Ashtakantara Shlokam, and the common sense thought is mind's mischief of not learning from the sufferings done out of mistakes and changing oneself. So use the buddhi from every suffering, know that it is caused by some mistake, change and rectify that, thus go on evolving in life. And in Gita, we have seen the 5 plus 4, 9 Vibhuthis. Today, he says, I am the Krishna or Vasudeva among the Vrishnis, I am Arjuna among Pandavas, I am Vyasa among all the Muni, and among all Kavis, I am Ushna Kavi, the Shukracharya. So too, Dyutam Charitamasmi, Tejas Tejasinamaham, Jayasmi Vasayasmi, Sattam Sattvatamaham. All the Vibhuthis. Our glorious and useful are our classes, every day what we are doing. Recognize the value of them, know that the Lord is blessing through them. You all make use of it and help others also to know. I thank you. Om Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat Sajjana Shanti Mapriyat Shanto Muccheta Vandebhya Muktaschanyani Mojet Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityor Bhamrtangamaya Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namah Paramarshubhyo Namah Parabrahmane Namah Shrutimatre Namah Gita Matre Namah Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namah Sri Vedvyasa Maharshi Namah Smadgurubhyo Namah Om Tat Sat Brahmarvanastu Bharat Mata Ki Jai सनातन धर्म की जय वैदिक संस्कृति की जय श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास शास्त्र की जय गुरु परंपरा की जय देवता परंपरा की जय आज के आनंद की जय समस्त युवा मंडल की जय Okay. Om Shanti. Meet you tomorrow with the beautiful shlokas.